Here's a real quick how-to for musictheory.net so you can have another way to practice your ledger line notes. After you've done your note identification test, there may be some ledger line notes that you want to practice, and this would be a good way to do it. So I've gone to musictheory.net right here, and I'm going to click on exercises, not lessons and not tools. Once I've clicked on exercises, I'm going to go to note identification. Now, the note identification has all kinds of different ways to manipulate it, and I'm going to show you how I would do this. I'd go over to the settings, which look like gears, and I would make sure that treble clef is the only clef checked right there, because that's all we're working on. And then I would change my range. Now, I think originally when you set up, your range is going to look something like this. But let's say I just wanted to practice upper range ledger lines. So I'd pull this and move it up, and maybe I'll pull this up to there. So my lowest note is going to be A, and my highest one is going to be the F. You could make it smaller if you wanted to practice just a few notes like you're recommended to, just like that, say. So you're working on A, B in the space there, and C on the line. And then I'm going to go here and say lines and spaces, so any of those notes are fine. And key signatures 1. Yours may have accidentals turned on, but I would put sharps and flats in front of the notes. Just don't even do that. Turn that off. And now we're ready to go. So the notes were A on this line, B on that space, and C right there. Ignore the answers that have sharps or flats on them because we turned that off. This is a C. And that one is just above the G. That's the A right there. And back to the C. And there's my B. And there's my C. And there's my A. And there's my C. And there's my B. And if you're going, but that's so easy, there's only 3 notes. I'm going, yes, you got it. Just do 3 or 4 notes after every test. Get really good at them. And then when you go back and take the test, you'll have those ones. And the number of notes you don't know really well gets smaller and smaller, and it's not any effort at all. You just space it out over the week, and you do really, really well. Okay, again, musictheory.net, click on exercises, choose note identification, go into the settings and make sure that you have the range that you want, that you've turned off accidentals, and you're probably good to go at that point, and just practice. And that's it. There you go.